Hello there, my name is Dana Jean Antonelli. I'm a certified etiquette consultant. If you're new to my channel, welcome. In this channel, I talk about manners, modern etiquette, self-development, and anything else in between that can help you become the best version of yourself. If you're a returning viewer, I'm very happy to have you back. Now for today's video, we are here at Grana, an Italian cuisine, stunning as ever, inside the Langham Hotel here in Boston, and we will be doing dining etiquette. I can't contain my excitement. I'm so excited. This has been in the works for quite some time now, and we are finally here, and I'm very excited to take you along with me. So let's get to it. Now, the first thing you want to do as soon as you are seated, or even as soon as you walk into the restaurant, is to put your phone on silent and put it away in your handbag or your pocket, just to take the distractions away from, enjoying your meal and, the company that you're with. And the second thing that you want to do as soon as you're seated is you want to take your napkin. And the way you want your napkin to be on your lap is you fold it halfway, like so, and you want the opening facing towards you, so on your belly button. So this way, should you have to wipe away any sauce or anything around your mouth, you take it, open it, and you wipe it from the inside, just dab, like so, and you fold it back. It doesn't look like there's any stains on your napkin. Now, the way you want to sit in your chair is with your back straight up, shoulders rolled back and down. You're nice and relaxed. You want to leave a fist or a tennis ball difference between the back of your chair and your lower back. This one doesn't really have an armchair, but some chairs do. Try not to use the armchairs, because as soon as you use it or you lean on it, then you break suit. Then you just kind of relax your entire body. You just want to be more put together. Now, I wanted to quickly touch base on this. If you were to invite a friend or perhaps someone that you want to work with in business and talk business over lunch, you want to give them the best view of the restaurant. You want to make sure that they're not facing the wall. Instead, they're sitting with their back on the wall with the view of the whole restaurant. So let's quickly talk about where to put your handbag. Here I have a regular size handbag. I can easily just put this behind me, since my chair has a full back to it, or I could also put this on my lap with my napkin over it. Now, some restaurants, their tables would have like a hook, or some even fine dining restaurants will have an entire seat for your handbag. So make sure you just take advantage of that. Now let's talk about navigating the dining setting. So first, forks are always going to be on your left side. Knives and spoons are always going to be on your right side. Now, just by looking at this, I can tell that I will be having a 3-course meal. So just like in Pretty Woman or in Titanic, you do want to work your cutleries from the outside in. I'm going to start with this. This is a soup spoon. So this will be my first course. And next would be salad fork and salad knife. And of course, main entree fork and a main entree knife. And over here, we will be having bread, because we have a bread plate as well as a butter knife. Now, the way you want to hold your cutleries, your fork and your knife, you want to take your fork, you want to balance it on your index finger onto your palm, and same goes with the knife, but you don't want to go past this line here where the blade starts, like this. So you want to start here, lock them in with the rest of your fingers and your thumb, and then you want to twist. Now you use your fork to hold whatever chicken, beef, whatever you're trying to cut, and knife is the one that's moving, just like so. You never cut under the fork, by the way. Now, this is the continental way. American way would be take your fork and your knife, cut a small piece, and then your knife will rest at the top of your plate And then you invert your fork like this and switch it to your right. And then you take a bite. For me, it's a little bit more work, so it's easier to do the continental way of dining. Now over here is our drinkware. So we have a water glass. Now you want to hold your water glass by the bottom of the glass. So you want to put your fingers together and just kind of hold it like so. This will keep the water from warming up fast. Here is a champagne flute. Everyone knows it. Everyone loves champagne. You always want to hold it by the bottom of the stem. Again, this just looks more elegant than this or this. Holding it by the stem will keep your champagne from warming up too fast. You want to enjoy your champagne chilled. So you want to hold it just like so. And same with the wine glass. So you just take your 2 fingers, pinch, and support it with your middle finger. I have a wine video. I will leave the link down below so you guys can watch that if you want to learn more about wine basics. Now I wanted to quickly touch base on this. If you're someone who wears a lipstick, when you're drinking your glass of wine, champagne, any cocktails, even your water, you want to make sure that you're always sipping at the same spot where you have originally left a lipstick stain. This will avoid having a glass full of lipstick around the rim, and it just looks more elegant. Now here's a quick tip to help you determine which side the bread plate goes to and your drinkware. So just by holding up your fingers like an OK sign, this looks like a lowercase b for bread, and this looks like a lowercase d for your drinks. Now this will help you also when you attend weddings or dinner parties. You can always tell which one your drinks are because it is to your right. So first let's start off with bread. Typically it is served in a basket, but in this case it is served in a little pan. So you just want to take a piece and of course put it on your bread plate. Now this comes with olive oil, a little bit of garnish, so you just might want to put that to the side. Now for bread, you don't want to take the whole piece and take a bite. You always just want to take a small piece, and if you have butter, then you cut a piece of the butter on to your bread. Here we have olive oil, so it's okay to dip. So here we have a cup of soup. So you want to take your spoon, hold it just like so, and you want to scoop not from the middle towards you, but actually away from you, as this will help keep anything that might spill into the bowl and not on your dress. See? And then you just take the spoon into your mouth and you want to sip from the side. Now you don't want to blow your soup when it's hot. Instead, you can just do a 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock motion, as this will help your soup become cooler. Or you can always also just feel your cup or your bowl. If the temperature is still too hot, then do the 12 and 6 o'clock motion. And please, absolutely do not slurp. It's just not elegant, and maybe do that at home. And when you are done, or if you want to take a break, just take your spoon and put it right behind the cup onto the plate, just like when you're drinking tea. So now let's move on to the salad. So you want to take your salad fork and knife, and you just dig in. Now, typically for chopped salad, you want to hold your fork this way like you're holding a spoon, and you want to take your greens just like so and eat it like this. But in this case, pieces are still a little bit bigger, so we will use the knife to assist us in folding the kale into smaller pieces and taking a bite. Now we have our main entree, which is chicken cacciatore. Take your entree fork and your entree knife, so you cut a small piece and take a bite. Now, I know that we get lost in the conversations during lunch or dinner, but let's keep in mind, since I'm doing it right now, that when you are talking, you want to place your fork and your knife in a resting position and carry on with your conversation. Also, I do suggest to cut smaller pieces so that way you don't catch yourself chewing with your mouth full if you had taken a bite of a bigger piece. Smaller pieces are easier to chew and swallow. You can carry on with your conversation. Another thing to keep in mind is used cutleries are to never go back on the table. Just ask for a new one if you wish. So we talked about where to place your cutleries on a resting position. Now let's talk about when you are done eating. So you just take your fork and your knife and simply just place it in the middle in a 12 o'clock and a 6 o'clock position. If you were imagining that your plate is a clock, or a 4 o'clock position. Now this will signal your server that you are done with your meal and you are ready for the next course. Now, should you need to use the ladies' room, what do you do with your napkin? So you simply just take it like this. You would get up and put it on your seats. Let's quickly talk about elbows. Do they go on the table? Generally speaking, I would just advise you to keep your elbows off the table. I will say wrists are okay. You know, in some instances, elbows are okay if there's no food on the table, but easy rule, just take them off the table. And lastly, when you are done, you want to take your napkin. You don't have to fold it anyway specifically, but you do want to place it on the left side of your plate, and you may go. Now, I will say if there's no plate on your table, you can put it in the middle as well. Now, it is summertime here in Boston, so I'm trying to watch my figure. So unfortunately, no dessert today, but I would like to give a special thank you to the team at Grana inside the Langham Hotel for having us film today in their stunning space. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section down below. I am also on Instagram and TikTok at Dana Jean Antonelli. Please check me out there. And I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you very much for watching.